This trip started with a book my wife gave to me for Christmas 2005 titled 50 Places You Have to Fly Fish Before You Die. At the time, I thought what a wonderful way to see both Alaskan wilderness and catch silver salmon. Over 2 years ago, this trip seemed like an eternity away, but after 9 hours of flying, we are here.
See one big pile further, Poochie.
So Steve, you ready to go?
I'm ready to roll, I'm ready to catch some fish, ready to hook them up.
How we all get?
Headed for the hangar right now. There's 3 other guys going to camp that are already there. There's going to be 2 airplanes. One will carry 5 people, the other will carry 4 people. And as far as the route, that remains to be seen depending on where the mountains can be crossed today for weather. And then on into camp.
And flight time's what about?
Well, on a good day, you can get there in an hour. Other days, you've been flying for 2 hours and you're still not there yet. The average is usually right around 1.4 hours.
And equipment, you got a Cessna 206, and what's the other plane?
Well, another operator from Naknek is providing his Cherokee 6 to help out this morning. The first trip down, 2 planes will hopefully get all the people there before we lose the beach. The tide comes in about 12:15 today, which gives us only enough time for the first trip, getting everybody down there. So you want to take your fishing rods and minimal hand carry. Basically what you need to go fishing on this first trip. Then after the tide goes back out this evening, about 6 o'clock, we'll be back down there with the rest of your baggage.
Now, how long you been doing this?
Well, they said if I do you guys a good job, they'll give me my license.
Thank you.
Air. I said, you're not going to climb out there and tap it, are you? And he said, nope. He said, we'll just go down. And I said, that'll be good for that. Have a nice day.
All right, Dan, so what are we getting ready to do here?
We're going to get into some sort of a fly machine. We'll go from here to another place where we're going to fish.
All of it.
But I didn't, but that was, it was fun. We flew in the Grand Canyon. And I think it was
Steve,
fun.
tell us about the old bait and switch we just had.
Yeah, it's getting ready to be winter here, and these guys are doing all they can.
Generate a little revenue.
Yeah, gotta have a little revenue in the pocket. So
We're looking at men who were
we were in a
our weight.
non-negotiating position.
Our weight, they were asking if our weight was $1,600 lighter.
Yeah.
Okay, we get ready to go on this big trip, and Charles, he'll tell us about it.
Well, we're getting ready to get on this helicopter and fly about an hour and a half. We're going to take a fixed-wing airplane, but the fog's too bad, so $500 a person later, we're taking helicopters out there.
And
We
Frank,
got a discount because Charles Hill's going to fly it.
I can get it off the ground. I'm not sure I can get it back down.
so where are we right now, and where are we going?
We're in King Salmon right now. We're flying about 120 miles south of here, the Kenai Peninsula, kind of right there near Kodiak Island. So we're going to be on the Pacific Ocean fishing for silver salmon and Arctic char and all kinds of things.
And we've had a few little weather delays here because the weather is so unpredictable,
Very
right?
unpredictable, but we have endeavored to persevere. We're going to break on through this thing and catch some fish.
And these are the helicopters we're flying in right behind us.
That's
They're
the
getting
theory.
ready to go.
The Bell Jet Ranger are going to take 3 men apiece in this deal, and 3 people at the camp are being assholes. Excuse me, they're being difficult. So talking about they don't want to pay their weight.
So we're going to have to give the party and the trip?
Well, I don't know. They might just have to sleep on the beach.
All right,
We getting ready to crank this damn thing up?
let's get this whirly bird in the air.
You're not getting in the helicopter business now.
You don't want to learn how to fly one, Randy?
I'd like to fly in one. I still gotta get Reed to take me up one day.
I'm telling you, you got a new Morris coming. He might like
I
helicopters.
started saying.
Charles Hill, see if you can get some tunes on the radio.
I can't teach him how to fly with helicopters.
We may see some moose.
Yeah.
We'll see some bears.
Well, boys, y'all's job is to find out the Carolina-Georgia game.
We want to
We'll do our best.
no sound yardage.
Online or however.
Yeah.
However you can do it.
Whatever it takes.
Your job is to be point and make sure the camp is ready and our cabins are warm and the scotch is
Flowing?
And you know where the best fishing holes are. Right?
We'll do it.
Pick the best.
Oh, wait.
Steve, don't let them
Sorry.
get the best guide on you now.
I won't. Don't you? I'm looking after us.
All right, Bob.
Get the one with the stainless steel shotgun too.
Now Charles Hill,
We're gonna be in good shape.
He took a helicopter lesson, so.
That's right. I know.
You're gonna know what I'm up to, aren't you?
That's right, climb this.
All right, guys, I'm gonna start.
Clear.
Helicopters seem like a great way to go from King Salmon to the camp out on the Alaskan Peninsula. An hour and a half flight we were promised for an additional $550. Although, as we entered the mountainous terrain of the pass, the winds were blowing probably 20 to 30 miles an hour. The ceilings were growing lower and the fog was thickening. The rain was coming down harder and harder, and that fuel gauge dipped ever closer to empty. I regretted our decision. I was thrilled when Bob, our pilot, said, "We're turning around. We're going to refuel. We're going to Painter's Creek. We've got some fuel stashed there. We'll refuel, and we'll come up with another way to get there." This is goodbye. This is goodbye.
was worth it. So Frank, tell us about our trip getting here.
Well, Charles Hill, it was an adventure. We went through a pass. I hope you got some video of that. It was a little hairy, a little hairy, a little nervous. It's a high alpine pass, a little cloudy, a little foggy, a lot of headwind, 35 mile an hour.
That spit right there, a long skinny peninsula in Alaska is called the Spit, and that's that big long line of grass right there.
Yeah.
And so the mouth of the tidal flat runs in and out right here, which is kind of over here hard right, where you can't see from camp, but we'll walk over here to the overlook and take a look. Here's Harley Hill, which is this,
back there?
yeah, this rounded knoll right here. And so the mouth of the river is over here on the left side of Harley Hill, about where all the seagulls are flying.
Right, goes up a
And then it runs from left to right when you're looking at it. So you're going from here up here, and then it takes a hard turn up behind Harley Hill.
So it goes
runs up.
And we'll walk way up
Yeah,
there
and it runs up parallel with that ridge line right over here.
When we fish it tomorrow, do you take the boats or you just walk over?
I don't think we'll go up the river tomorrow. I think we should get another day for it to clear out. Probably go up there on Tuesday. Maybe tomorrow afternoon might be worthwhile.
Right.
But yeah, if we get up in the morning and the tide's out, we'll just walk across. We won't have water to run the boats. But say we walk up there in the morning, you come out in the afternoon, the tide's up, we'll boat you back to camp. Otherwise, it'd take you about 2 hours to walk around the tidal flat.
Where are the waterfalls in that little creek?
The waterfall that we hiked to is right about
Second one.
here.
Okay, yeah, so that hard bend.
Now, where we went to today, is that what you're talking
Yeah.
about? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. That's probably more, right in there.
Yeah, there's nothing on there.
Are there many coastal fishing camps, or most of them inland on rivers?
Most of them are inland. On this side of the peninsula, there's two kind of coastal tent camps, and there's another one down the coast
Down
from here.
by what is this?
Yantarni
Bay. And we flew across right here, I think, and then came down there.
Probably, yep.
So if it's crystal clear, can we see this volcano?
Yeah, this will pop out just to the left of Harley Hill
Okay.
when the clouds lift.
What are the other big peaks? This one and what else?
These guys up here in the top of the clouds right here are about, pop my knife out again here. That's going to be the tallest one in this view, and the top of that red hill
And y'all have climbed those?
is right there. And then there's another little gray peak right there. It kind of looks like a shark fin. We've been on top of that. And then on the other side of this ridge line, this jagged ridge line right here, on the back side of it's this big old crater. It's got a big glacier in it.
You ever been to Central Island?
Flown by it, and I've been out here.
That's where the whaling station is.
Yeah, it's actually kind of a neat little bit of history. In the early 1900s, there was a fox farm out there, and
Foxskin coats.
there was the guy that ran the fox farm. His nephew is named Benny Benson, and he worked out there as a kid. And he's the kid that designed the state flag of Alaska.
Wow.
Back in the 20s.
So how do you pronounce that island?
Ugaishak.
Ugaishak?
Ugaishak.
And
we've gone out there. We've had a couple groups that maybe they want to do something different than heli fishing, so we'll fly out to the island. It's one of the coolest places I've ever been in my life. It's that kind of neat.
Yeah.
So a lot of whales are coming up.
Yeah, well, this time of year we don't see whales so often, but in July and August we'll see them come back in here and feed and spout. Yeah, it's really pretty cool.
I'm trying to figure out how I got here. Is Mother Goose Lake on here? Or is that tall?
This is Mother Goose Lake right here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Where is Wide Bay? Lee's Cabin.
It's up
north.
1, 2,
So we flew
3,
over that.
4 bays.
I saw
up
that.
here.
There was
We
a
tried
teeny
to
little
come
wood
this way,
cabin.
and
Is
then
that
we
what that
turned
was?
again.
Is that?
I have a bigger map that shows Wide Bay.
Okay.
And King Salmon's over that way, right?
King Salmon's almost due north of
I bet
us.
that was a Dog Sound River we're trying to fly up, and then we tried to come through. Where's the pass they fly through? If they on a clear day, how do they get here?
It was
They'll
We
just
saw
kind of
that was off to our
they'll
right.
kind of ride right.
Yeah, somewhere in here is where we decided to come back.
Yeah, because we went way this way.
Well, usually if it's clear, you're going to come up over the tops of these mountains, or the top of the valley. Drop some glasses here. Oh, sorry. They're yours. Don't apologize to me.
Chiganagak. How do you pronounce that?
Chiganagak. Chiganagak, which is the namesake of the volcano here.
How would you pronounce this again?
Nakalilic.
What does that mean?
I have no idea.
due south. of
Nakalili.
You can find that on maps.
Would
on
that be an
Google Earth.
Alaskan
I'd say that's a native name.
native name?
Means I don't know.
This is a history question. You know, he designed the flag in the 20s. What was the status of Alaska between the time it came to the United States in 1959? Was it just a territory, Alaskan territory, or
yeah.
just federal property?
Territory.
We had purchased it in 18 something from the
Yeah,
Russians.
late 1800s, something.
Seward's Folly.
Seward, yeah.
Seward's Folly.
And I think this year is their 50th anniversary of statehood.
59.
Well,
So not that long
wouldn't
ago.
that be befitting if Sarah Palin becomes
Yeah,
vice
wouldn't that be
president of the
something?
United States? It really would.
The ones that are river resident or lake resident are generally Arctic char, but there's conflicting information all the time about both, and there's sometimes river resident Dolly Varden and sometimes there's sea-going Arctic char. But in general, the
It's like a
sea-going
steelhead
version's the
and
Dolly and
rainbow,
the resident, what's that?
Like a steelhead and a rainbow trout.
Yeah. But they are, it's not quite the same because those are genetically the same.
Right.
These are actually
That's
genetically
char.
different.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So this is why I say we're going char fishing, because we can't
That's a
argue.
great fish. On the
Yeah, we can't argue is it a Dolly Varden or is it an Arctic char.
On the East
False
Coast,
advertisement.
if you catch them up, up in Canada on the East Coast, char is wonderful meat. It's like a salmon. It's
Yeah.
pink meat. Just pink
It's kind
meat.
of something in between, say, a rainbow trout and a salmon.
So
it's
it's-
kind of
it's
pinkish. It's
pinkish.
pink and it's
It's
really
very good.
tasty.
Very tasty.
So here's a big difference in the camp.
This is the outpost.
This is the
Yeah.
outpost camp. This is
Oh,
your
man,
typical.
look at that.
This is your typical guest tent.
Now, if we get clear skies, we're gonna see something like that here.
You have a pretty nice view here.
Wow.
Here, here's camp. It's set out in the middle of the tundra, but if you step up on this ridgeline, you get this, really nice mountain panorama when the clouds lift.
That's what Steve and I saw in the helicopter in the rain.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, and so this is like going on a
That's
guided
the goal.
float trip in terms of amenities and comfort, stuff like that. I call this our wine and cheese camp.
Yeah.
This is our beer and beef jerky camp.
That's
That's
right,
the,
yeah,
that's the
you're there.
difference right there. And then, this camp's set up for guys who just want to fish. It doesn't have waterfalls to hike to, and you don't see bears every day.
It's for
and,
real men,
you know.
you're saying.
What's
So
that?
It's for real men.
No, I'm not
Is
saying
what
that.
you're
It's just there's not as many options. You could go hiking here,
saying?
go out to the beach. You can fish the
swat, You can
beach.
swat mosquitoes there.
The bugs can be maddening out here. I mean, they can be absolutely maddening. It's the kind of place that you got to have a head net on. When the wind dies down and you're hanging out here at camp, the bugs can just
Carry
drive
you off.
Yeah,
Pick you up.
it's that typical bug experience. Now they're not always that bad.
So what's the best bug spray?
Deep, 100%.
100%.
Yeah.
And
Buzz
you
off
can't put it on
clothes,
your
dude.
skin though, can you?
Yeah, you can.
You
Yeah,
can.
absolutely.
Okay.
It doesn't give you skin cancer within
I
2
thought it
years.
might make
Yeah.
you die.
It's not working.
What's that?
Just makes you sterile.
Yeah,
Buzz off
that's
clothes do help.
that's good.
It's
I'm gonna
not
pass
a-
that out
an
to a bunch of
invincible
18-year-old
shield,
kids
but
I
it
know.
does keep the bugs down.
On the second day of fishing, my father and Frank Peoples came down from camp late to the tidal flat in the river and began fishing a bend in the river that was pretty close to camp, but not the most aesthetically pleasing spot. But for whatever reason, the silver salmon began to run and they began to collect and pool kind of right in front of Frank and my father, and they began wearing them out. Caught fish after fish after fish, while the rest of us looked on in envy, and the wind was howling, and it was probably 45 degrees, and on and off drizzle throughout the day, and yet the two of them stayed there from early morning to pretty much lunch and caught their fill of fish.
Belief is a beautiful armor. It makes for the heaviest sword. Like punching underwater. You never can hit who you're trying for. Some need the exhibition. Some have to know they're trying. It's the chemical weapon for the war that's raging on inside. Oh, everyone believes. From empty
Fishing the flat was a daily occurrence. For the first 3 days we were in Alaska, we fished the flat. Flat fishing consisted of fishing a river at low tide and during high tide, blindly casting, hoping that a salmon would find your fly. By Wednesday, we were told that the water in the rivers were clearing enough such that we'd have good luck fishing Arctic char. The challenge with that was getting up the river. We had to go through what we called the gates of hell, which is where we saw lots of bears fishing and hanging out. Going up, we were followed by 2 bears. Coming out, however, we had to navigate around 4. It was really a hairy experience.
Frank Peebles always catching all the big damn fish.
What'd you end up
We're gonna
catching?
have to spank you in public.
What'd you catch?
No, we did. We caught a bunch of them.
Yeah. What'd I tell you,
We
man?
didn't catch you 30 pound. You got a 30 pounder.
Yeah, did you see how big that thing was?
up in the boat, man. We caught some 15s.
Yeah.
That's far as work. Cool.
Yeah.
See how that thing like.
Ooh.
So you throwing yellow and you throwing red.
Yeah, orange.
Orange.
I don't think it matters. Ooh, that was good, but not good enough.
It's like horsey, I can knock you off.
He's got a little backspin, man. Look at that thing sticking it in there like he's.
Oh,
Okay, so
Y'all get 1 point.
No, we get one more. We get one more throw. Hang on.
that's 1 point. You're just rolling down there.
okay, so what do you got here?
You might have 2. I'm not sure about the rules.
Oh!
Rolled it in.
So it is just the
So
closest.
that's just one. That's just one for yellow.
One for yellow.
Okay. We played 21. It's like cricket. It could take a day.
All right.
Or several.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're throwing yellow.
Yes. Yep. We're on. You and I be yellow.
All right, we're throwing yellow. Did we go first?
Yes, sir.
Stuck. Nope. They don't. Yeah, I know. They don't go as far as I thought they would. Oh, that's going too far.
That's in the grass, in the rough over there.
Alright, I'm Philip Crossley. I'm the chef here this year at Epic Angling and Adventure, your safari Alaskan fishing camp. Right now I'm just putting together dinner. So we're having mixed vegetables, roasted pork, some rice, some Italian beef and mushroom stew, and this is what I do all day.
All right, well, welcome to our tent. These are our accommodations for this wonderful trip. This beautiful luxury tent holds 2 persons. Steve Tapp and Frank Peoples have been assigned to first tent on the left and first tent on the right. It's a good, strong, sturdy, portable unit that's protected us all week from bears, bad weather, and Steve snoring.
What do you think he's scratching? Fleas? How close will you let you get to him?
And right now, probably walk through.
Pretty fun.
I heard this old story before.
Isn't that wonderful?
People killing for the metaphor. Don't leave much up
What kind of pets does anybody have a farm?
So I wanna give this imagery back. No, it just ain't so easy like that. So I turn the page, I read the story again and again and again. Sure seems the same with a different name. We're breaking and rebuilding and we're growing, always guessing, never knowing. Shocking, but nothing. We're just moments. We're clever, but we're clueless. We're just human. Amusing and confusing. We're trying, but where is this all leading? We'll never know.
Hey bear! Hey bear! Ho! Hey bear!
Oh, hey, bear. Bear.
That's a big damn bear.
Shotgun bear!
Hey, bear.
That's a male bear.
Hey, bear!
Turn the flash off.
Shit, that some bitch is breathing hard too.
Anybody spray?
Here he
I'm
comes.
gonna go to the back of the line.
Hey, bear.
Hey bear!
Hey, bear.
Hey!
Hey, bear.
Hey bear! Hey! Hey bear!
Hey, bear.
Hey bear!
Ho, ho, ho.
That some bitch is coming.
He's coming this way. I hope.
All right, we gotta stand still. Hey,
Hey!
Hey,
Hey!
hey,
Hey bear!
You got the popper.
Well, I took 2 or 3 steps back, like they said, don't run, but I wouldn't run them. I was just kind of going.
I wasn't retreating. I was just walking back.
He's right there.
He's right there. He's walking off. He's running off.
He's
running.
still there. Hey, hey, shotgun!
Hey, artillery.
Let's get a good picture of that.
We made some damn noise.
Oh, yeah.
Did y'all get pictures? Are y'all comparing them?
You know, we was bluffing him. Did you get the video? Oh, yeah. The bluff?
The whole damn thing.
You got the bluff.
You paid that
Did
bear.
you get him?
Oh, I got the whole damn thing.
He got the bluff run.
I mean, it took like 3 or 4 steps.
That's pretty good.
I looked around, but you were heading back to the tent.
Damn one of us had it. I didn't have a pocket knife on me.
Who's got? Hey, get your camera.
Look at
Where he goes down there.
I got him. I got him.
He's all breathing heavy.
After dinner on
Yeah,
what
that's him.
probably was the most beautiful night that we had while we were there, we began to walk up to what was called the lookout or the observation post, which was out beyond the outhouse. And as a group of 9 of us walked up the hill, the guide turned and went back to camp to get something. None of us had any weapons or bear spray or anything else. And there he was, a coastal brown bear, standing his ground. We stood our ground, we yelled and screamed, and he false charged us. It really got all of our attention.
I'm leaving,
They
but I
do
can
look
kick
kind of.
your
He looks
ass.
kind of like, damn you.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
Who wants to look? Look, this may be his tracks up ahead. Maybe coming this way. He just kind of came up the hill and.
Amazing.
Well, that was good that we came out here and ran them out of camp. That was good timing.
It was good time.
They come right down the trail while you were
Later that evening in camp, as we were all tucked tightly in our sleeping bags, the bear alarm went off, and obviously the bear was in camp, or a bear was in camp cruising around. It was a full moon. It had rained every night up until that point, and I'm sure they were hungry. But it still was awfully unnerving to be awoken to shouting and screaming at 2:30 in the morning, knowing that somewhere in camp and amongst the darkness was a bear lurking around.
Yo, bear! Yo, bear! You're gonna get him some guy just comes running.
Oh, you almost saw that.
Well, I'm surprised he came back up, because when we first went out, he turned and was just hauling ass.
Yeah, and you're right. Must have heard him at the barrel and come back up.
How did they
Well, look at him swimming across there.
Yeah, he's gonna swim.
They're great swimmers.
That's some serious current, though.
Yeah.
He
They're
might
very
change his mind.
agile and incredibly. I mean, they'll go. You know, this hill that would take us 2 minutes to come, work our way up. He'd be up here in about 5 seconds. He just
thinking about it.
Sheer muscle.
I think the tide's going out so hard. He's
Decided to take a swim, huh?
Yeah. I think we've.
I've seen bears and caribou get swept out to sea trying to cross
Bears too.
this tidal flat right here in this kind of outgoing tide when the current's ripping like this.
I feel a little sad for him right now.
This is literally where the North Pacific
He doesn't take a hard left now.
This is Nakalilic Bay is what you're looking at, and out past the into the Cape there is the North Pacific Ocean.
Okay.
So you're looking at Nakalilic Bay right now.
This is not a good.
But he can swim a long time. If he's like a polar bear.
Yeah. We've looked at that. It's not as good a shape as what
It's fast that one.
I want that footage.
Fast current there.
He's proud. He'll make it.
If I had that.
Where'd you go? It shallows out of
No,
us.
I was like in the hills. I was coming back.
He's getting across. He's making it across.
Ray was standing right beside me when that bear charged. He said, I'm going to leave the fat boy to the bears, and he ran.
Hey, bear spray owners. How many
Dan and I
yards
were
is that?
tumbling over each other trying to get the hell out of there.
Too far to bear spray.
Yeah.
30 feet you bear spray.
Yeah. You had it.
I would have had it in my
No,
head.
just if I got my glasses on,
Imagine
I'll
if
poke
he
them
was
in.
that
If I'm
close,
not, I
close
just
enough
do
to
that.
bear spray, you're going.
You got your naked eye, just do it just like you got it.
I'm going to spray and I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
He's gonna make it.
Yeah,
It's kind of hard to tell.
hell yeah.
he's out of the rough stuff.
He's in an eddy. Yeah, he's gonna be
The other
fine.
two that were with that.
I tell you one
It's a
thing,
tough
that son of a bitch
swim.
is gonna be
Oh
hungry.
boy. That's rough.
Look at it. He's already across.
Yeah, watch him. Here he comes.
How far out's that
Watch
rock
this.
out
There you
in
go.
the ocean?
12 miles.
12 miles. Ooh, it must be a pretty deep rock.
Totally
The,
see his trash.
the end of
Oh,
the
yeah.
headland here, the end of the Cape is 6 miles
Look at him go right up that thing.
from camp.
Is
Just
he
gives you a
shaking
sense
it
of
off
scale.
yet? Oh yeah, he had a big shake there for a second.
And the horizon is 15 miles, is that right?
Man.
What if we hadn't walked up?
Oh, he's running.
Look at him go.
Look at it run. Look at that.
Warming up. Oh, he's getting a little sun now. Now he's gonna shoot us a moon.
Does he even remember? Does he even remember that?
That's a wild creature.
Well,
He came out and looked at us for a minute.
that was a
Wasn't
good
scared to
time to
go
run
anywhere,
him
was he?
out. You know?
Matter of
I mean,
fact,
he really
that
was
little
give or
fall.
It was like,
Yeah, now we're just sleeping.
I know. I thought he could have charged.
He wouldn't.
He wouldn't have.
He's not, I mean, look, you guys way outnumber him and outsize him.
Look at him go. That's so cool. He's covering some turf.
that's not a full
I'm not gonna outrun
That's just a
him.
jog.
He's thinking about getting cover. That's it. He's looking right at us. Is he? Look, please, God, look at that. Dan and I racked up on the fish, Charles.
Yeah, we did good. Dan, it's time for you to tee off.
I caught 3 more silvers right after y'all left.
Did you really?
Yeah, went down that point and started whacking them there. It was good. When we saw a herd of caribou, did you
see those caribou going over?
We didn't see the caribou, no.
Yeah. It was
I needed him there for bear protection.
company.
Charles Hill, I gotta say, y'all are some sorry excuse for fishermen. I can see that I'm not a fisherman, but I thought you four were diehards. Here you are flying back in here at 11 a.m.
Well, that might have something to do with the fact that we had such a phenomenal day yesterday, Frank.
It's true.
So tell us about that. How did we do yesterday?
Caught a lot of fish. A lot of the. It's almost dinner time. I managed to shoot an entire day to hell just doing
It smells good in there. What does that smell like? Grease.
Grease.
It is. He's trying something.
He's going to do pork and vegetables and all kinds of stuff tonight. It's going to be a fine dinner. The measure of a great trip is when you get home and you think about returning. You without hesitation say, yes, I will look forward to going back and having a similar experience. I don't think that's the case for many of us that were on this. We were there for a week. We experienced a lot right there on the Alaskan Peninsula. I think many of us will return to Alaska. There's much more to see. It's a beautifully vast place with many things to experience and many things to do. But this was a hard trip. Weather was certainly a challenge. Distance was a challenge. Getting there was a challenge. We had a wonderful time, but I believe we were all happy to be returning home.